Do you want to learn how to run a challenge on Facebook? Maybe you're a coach, a course creator, and you're trying to figure out creative ways to create buzz and sell more coaching, more courses, more membership, members. All of that can be done through a free challenge. So we're going to break it all down for you. Let's get started. Hey, messengers, welcome to the Market Your Message show. I'm your host, Jonathan Milligan, and author of the book, Your Message Matters: How to Rise Above the Noise and Get Paid for What You Know. And in today's episode, we're going to be talking about how to run a challenge on Facebook and earn money as a coach or course creator. So in this episode, you're going to discover the number one reason your Facebook group should be private. So we'll cover that. We'll talk about the best amount of days to run your challenge. Should it be 3 days, 5 days? When are the best days? And what are the best topic ideas for naming your challenge and more? But before we get into all that, I want to let you know about my latest book. You can actually get a free copy by going to yourmessagemattersbook.com. Again, this book is available, of course, in bookstores and on Amazon. But if you want to get a free copy, all you got to pay is shipping and handling. Then just go to yourmessagemattersbook.com and we'll send you one in the mail. All right, let's get into it today. What I want to do is talk you through the concept of a free challenge. Now, if you're going to form a Facebook group, the number one biggest mistake that I see people making is they just go create a public Facebook group. Because you think, if I make a private one, won't that be harder for people to find my Facebook group? And won't that be harder for people to join? I'll just make it public so more people see it. That's where it gets a little bit confusing, because a private Facebook group, all that really means is that people have to request to join. They can still find your group if they search for you in your group, or if they happen to see other friends of theirs that are part of your group and they want to join it too. It's still visible, just as visible as a public group. But a private group allows you as the owner to have people request to join. Now, in that, they get to ask, or you get to ask, up to 3 questions. Now, I have a strategy that I use with these 3 questions, and I'm not going to go into all that. But let me just say the most important one is you can actually ask for an email address. Now, you don't just say, hey, what's your email address? You say, hey, I've got a free PDF as a thank you for joining the group. What's the best email address? And I'll send it right out to you. That way, you're also not relying on building your platform on Facebook. You are collecting email addresses so you can continue the conversation beyond Facebook. Super, super important. Now, once you set up a private group and you've got those 3 membership questions working for you, then the next thing you want to do is figure out, how do I best sell my courses and coaching? Now, this is another big mistake that I see a lot of people making, coaches making, is they just start posting, hey, I've got a couple spots available for coaching. Here's the link. Go request coaching. Rarely does that work. First of all, because Facebook's not showing your post to all of your members. Facebook will only show it to more members if people are actually commenting and engaging on that. This is why a free challenge works well, because if you do a free live challenge, let's say it's a 3-day challenge, and let's just use an example and say that I am a career coach to accounting professionals, and I create a Facebook group. I get 100 accounting professionals in my Facebook group, and I'm like, man, I want to sell my coaching, but how do I do that? I'll run a free challenge. And so the 3-day challenge is on how to create a killer resume. And so I go live. You can just use your phone. Keep it real simple. Use your phone, go live into your Facebook group, and do day 1. Today, we're going to work on why you need bullets instead of paragraphs. Day 2, we're going to work on the right length of a resume. Day 3, here are the power words that you need to have on a resume. And then you get to the end of that challenge and you could say, hey, how would you like to go deeper with this? with me on this topic. I actually have the Ultimate Job Search Accelerator. It's a 2-hour, 1-day workshop on Zoom, costs $100. And I'm going to help you map out your job search, show you how to search for the hidden jobs in your area, help you more personally with your resume, give you interview tips and advice, and help on negotiating a salary, all in this 2-day workshop. And then that's where you lead people to your product or service. But do you see how creating a buzz first? Because here's what happens. When you go live and you start doing free training, people comment, they have questions. And as they do, it's going to show your post to more of your members. And not only that, but Facebook tends to favor live videos over just standard post in your Facebook group. So again, you are creating a private Facebook group. You are collecting email addresses. You're running a 3 to 5 day challenge. And then at the end, you are making an offer. Now, you say, what works best with the offer? There are 4 that I like, although it's really up to you, because on the back end of a challenge, you can sell just about it. One of them is a 1-day workshop. This is a virtual workshop that you do on Zoom. And it's easy to sell it before you create it. Those are my favorite income streams because it gives me a chance to test the idea, right? If I have a 100-member group of accountants, I do the 3-day killer resume challenge, I offer the accelerator and nobody buys, that's okay because I didn't spend 10 months creating a course only to later discover nobody wanted it. I just need to figure out what would be the right topic. Maybe survey the people who participated in the challenge and say, hey, I'm curious why you decided to not invest in the workshop at this time. I really need help with this. Oh, okay. Now I've got a new idea for a new 1-day workshop. You can also do a 4-week boot camp. You can use Zoom for this as well. And you want to keep this capped to about 15, 20 members at the most. But you give them homework each week, you walk them through every week, a little bit of teaching, answering questions, give them some homework, and you actually help them through the process that they're going through. Another profit idea that I love in Facebook groups is just to sell your coaching. You say, but Jonathan, I heard you say earlier, don't just go into your Facebook group and say, I have spots available for coaching. Yeah, you got to do something to create some desire and buzz first. And the best way to do that is to give free value. When you give free value, let's use my 3-day killer resume challenge. Maybe at the end I say, hey, if you want to jump on a 30-minute call with me to look over your resume and give you adjustments, tweaks, advice, it's going to be $100. I'll do the first 10 people, and you get 10 people from the challenge to lock in a 30-minute session with you. And now you've made $1,000 reviewing resumes the next week. So coaching can be used well, but usually on the back end of some type of buzz and giving free value. And then finally, for you writers out there, or you coaches who want to write a book, or speakers who want to write a book, you can use a Facebook group and even a challenge to not only sell your book, but you can also use it to form a book launch team. This is great because if you can get some ambassadors, let's say you get 15, 20 people who say, hey, I would love to help get the word out. Now they're sharing it on all their Facebook profiles. They're reaching out to people. If you get 50 or even 100 people to do that, you'll get more eyeballs on your new book as it gets released. So there you go. I just outlined for you the steps. You need a private Facebook group, run a 3 or 5 day challenge. At the end of that challenge, make an offer. And I gave you 4 types of offers you could do: a 1-day workshop, a 4-week boot camp, a coaching package, or a book launch team for you writers out there. So what do you think of that? Is that helpful? I hope it is. I hope it gives you some more ideas around ways to use a challenge and also earn money with a Facebook group. If you like these ideas, you'll find ideas like this and more in my latest book, Your Message Matters. It's a 267-page book where I hold nothing back. And you can go get a free copy by going to yourmessagemattersbook.com, and I'll ship that out to you today. That's it for this episode. I hope this was helpful to you. And if you liked it, take a moment to like, share, subscribe, or even review our show. And until next time, never forget, your message matters.